Alright, so here's my monkey. I'm going to be taking off the front sprocket cover and taking off the stator cover here. I'm putting on two things actually. I'm putting on a shifter. I got this from Hard Racing, HR Hard Racing. This is a shifter bracket. It's like a support bracket. And I'm putting on a Takugawa support for the a bearing support for the crank. So the shifter support is gonna go down here. So, and the bearing support crank is gonna go in here. Alright, so let's do the removal aspect first before I do anything else. So to get the stator crank off, you got to take off the sprocket. Excuse me, stator cover. You got to take the sprocket cover off. Ooh, it's kind of windy this morning. A little chilly actually. That's a good thing. It's been blazing hot the last few days. So this is a 5mm. 5mm. So still clean, which is a good thing. I have just under 600 miles on this bike right now. So those two off. Let's see. Looks like okay. So underneath you have the chain guards. That's what this thing is right here. This half moon. Oh, so this is new. I've never seen this before. This is oh, there's a piece of rubber underneath that as well. Underneath right here. So I think that's to quiet it down. We reduce the noise basically. Yeah. Yep. It's all the way in there. So it's reduce the noise a little bit more luxurious, I suppose. So that's off. Okay. So let's set that aside. Alright, so now you got the stator cover. So if your bike's like old and dirty and such, I recommend you to wash it first, clean it up first. You don't want to be working with, something that's not dirty because it gets dirt places where you don't want it to get dirt. So mine only has, my bike is new, only has 600 miles, so I'm not too worried about it. This is, obviously the dirtiness in the chain area, but that's about it. So I'm opening thing up in sort of a crisscross pattern. I wouldn't say exactly a crisscross pattern, but actually it doesn't really matter. It's because you're losing it. It's actually not very tight to begin with anyways. So I would guess, I would say all these bolts are probably the same. Honda's very good at that. They didn't used to be, back in the 80s. The bolts were, the same bolt, but the length was different. But now, that was what, 30 plus years ago. Now, I think by the 90s, they got everything so that way, like on a cover, anyways, all the bolts will be all the same. So that's my guess on this one as well. On each cover, whatever that cover is, if it's that one piece, all the bolts will be all the same. So that's a very smart design. It makes it easier for manufacturing. That way you don't have to have all this stuff all over the place. Latch those cables in here. These, so I took the cables out first before I unscrew this thing. Oh, damn it. Can't take that damn cable off. Okay. Just do this. Just leave the little thing on here. Little clip. Oh, this one's a little thicker, that's why. It has a little extra tape. See the little purple right there? That's a little extra tape. Made it a little bit thicker. There's two brackets here. Okay. I'm not sure if I have to hit this with a mallet or not. Sometimes, because it's still new, it might not be too bad. If it's older, you might have to whack it with a mallet real fast just to loosen it up a little bit. So the cover's kind of off. It's still being hung up right here where the cable is, the stator cable. So I'm just gonna push that with my thumbs. Oh, there's a little bit RTV in there. Why did you put RTV in there for? It doesn't need. Oh, you know what? There's oil in here. I see oil. Oh, I see oil. I didn't know this was gonna be oil in here. Good thing I drained the oil already. I did not know there was gonna be oil in here. In the other bikes, they're CRFs. You know, like the CRF 50 and 70 and such. Those ones, they all have a and the stator side is dry. There's something else still hung up. I can feel something hung up. Oops. Heard something fall down. Did I hear something fall down? No, that's just my screws. Okay, so this is submerged in oil. So yeah, so like I said, on their CRF. Oh, so I didn't know that. Good thing I didn't. Good thing the gasket's still new, and I didn't order me another gasket either. So I could looking at this thing, I could probably reuse it. Oops, I can't bolt out. Oh, you know what? I take it back. The bolts are different lengths. Wait a minute, they're the same length. No, that's one. There's one that's a different length. Two that's a different length. I'll come out. Okay. So there's two different lengths. Here's so there's two different lengths. Two of them, and the rest of them are the same. So when you stick them back in, you know, the spacing on it, you can tell which one's which one goes because of the spacing. So you set those aside. Yeah, so I did not expect the oil to be in here. So like I said, my experience, at least this type of engine anyways, is with the CRF 50 and CRF 70, even a 110. And this 50 and 70 is obviously different from this engine, but the 110 is, I believe, the same base design, the same architecture. And I never took off this side on a 110 before, so I don't know. I mean, I did a big bore kit on that one a while back, but I did not take off the cover, so I did not realize that there's actually oil in here. It's oil bath. So okay, so there's the basically the cover. So there's the starter. The starter connects to the to this gear here, and so on the other side of this gear, let's actually change the angle. So here's the starter. Starter connects to this gear here, and on the other side of this gear, there's another gear that's a little bit smaller. That gear actually connects to this right here. You can see these teeth, and this right here is obviously connects to the crank. That's what spins the crank. That's how it starts. So here's the stator, the wires, the windings. I believe this is a 3-phase AC. Let's see. Let's look at the wires up here, out here. I see three yellow and white wires. So each one of those yellow and white wires is a phase. So this is 3-phase, and see, there should be an odd number, or by threes. I shouldn't say odd number, but I should say by threes. So there's 3, 3, 3, and 3. Yep. So there he goes. 12. So there's 3, so that means each phase will have a four coil on it. So 3 phase, 360 degrees divided by 3 would be 120. So each phase is 120 apart from each other. Alright, so let's look at the flywheel. Flywheel itself, you see these little nubs right here. These are the timing marks. Each time this thing spins around, these little nubs, they hit this sensor right here. It basically it's kind of like a sensor switch where it sends a signal to fire the spark plug. So this one has a lot. I'm not sure why they have so many. There's a whole bunch of them. It's all the way around too. Let's see. I see how many are there. How many of those little nubs are on this thing? These little marks there. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 of them. So this side's empty, but there's all these other sides all have them. So I'm not sure why that is. That's a lot. You know what? It could be the timing. That could be the different timing. Because each one is it's a different angle, right? So that could be the different timing for this. So that's interesting. Okay, let's see what else did I need. I think that's it for taking off the cover. I'm gonna do a separate video for actually putting in the parts. Let's see what else I have to say about this. So I didn't realize this was in an oil bath or in oil. So and I didn't order a gasket here. But I'm glad this gasket's still, because this thing is new, so it's still good. When it's still new like this, you can still reuse it, so it's okay. Just wipe it clean and wipe the other surface clean as well when you put it back together. So lucky me. Alright, stay tuned for the next video.